Hello everyone, here to participate in this cloud-based international conference on global business trend in view of lockdown situation and the role of digital transformation for sustainability. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself. This is Monica Bhati, full-time research associate at Indian Institute of Management, Udaipur, as well as pursuing my PhD in economics from Mohanlal Sukadia University, Udaipur. I'm here to present my research paper on the title Literature Study on Socio-Economic Impact of COVID-19 on Education in Indian Economy. Before proceeding further, I would like to talk about why I had chosen this study for research. In India, still rural people depend on urban for higher and good quality education. Many rural students travel to long distance for the same. Many of the parents are still uneducated and who totally depends on the teachers in respect of the child education. Many of the parents still have that keypad phone and they even don't know how to use the Android phone. There are many students who are at present at their home in the village due to this COVID-19. Village people still face the problem of network. Many schools and colleges had started online classes in this period of lockdown. So, the objective of this study is to find out how the education sector is affected by this COVID-19. The paper is divided into various sections. The first section of the paper talks about the different types of school learners affected due to this COVID-19. And it was found that it is the primary and secondary school time which is mostly affected by this pandemic, as most of the learners belong to these types of school. The second section of the paper discusses the consequences of school closures due to lockdown. Various consequences are: first, unintended strain on healthcare system. That means many of the women working, especially in the healthcare sector, are unable to go to work due to school closures, as there is nobody to take care of their children at home. The second consequences is distance learning. Poor students and students from rural areas who are at their home unable to access the internet due to various problems like network problem, unavailability of facility like Android phone, laptop, computer, no electricity, etc., keeping them away from distance learning. Third, unequal access to educational resources in the sense like due to this pandemic, lack of limited and exceptions to copyright can have impacted on the availability of students to access the textbooks and materials they need to study. The fourth consequence is childcare. School closures have negatively impacted working parents to provide childcare as they leave the children alone, which lead to risky behavior. Fifth, nutrition and food insecurity. Many children worldwide rely on free meals at school. Due to school closures, nutrition is compromised for these children. The sixth and the last consequences is the students' learning outcomes are affected due to this pandemic, as many parents are uneducated or can say less educated who are facing difficulty in teaching their children. Hence, children and youth are deprived opportunities for growth and development due to school closure. Due to the school closure, children and youth miss out social contact that is essential for learning and development. The next section studies the impact on local economies due to school closures in this time of pandemic. Many small towns which rely on college students to support the local businesses are impacted by school closures. The last section of the paper talks about how this pandemic transformed the future in this sector of education. First, this can become a catalyst for educational institutions worldwide in search for innovative solutions in a relatively short period of time. Secondly, public-private educational partnerships will grow in importance. Thirdly, the digital divide will widen. The paper concluded with a suggestion stating government should frame certain policies to help the learners, especially who belong to primary and secondary school type, as they are the future of a country who will help in future to stabilize the economy again. I would like to thank you all for giving me this opportunity to present.